Hello, 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 people of the internet. This is formerly known Killer Z turned Scare Fox 633. I just wanted to provide a little bit of context over the Shamu curse video I made years ago. Because in that video, I didn't give any context. So, that year, I don't remember what year it was. It was long ago. And I don't feel like checking the date because I'm lazy. My aunt, before she left to Mexico, she decided to take us to SeaWorld. And so we said, yeah, we packed our bags, we went over to San Antonio, and we went to SeaWorld. Got there bright and early the next day, and we saw the first show of the morning. Not the one you guys saw in the video. That was later on in the day. This was the first show. And the thing about me is, when I do something, I don't want to do it again if I'm at a new place. Like, if I'm going to consistently go back to SeaWorld, yeah, sure, I'll watch the Shamu show like 400 times. Do it all the time at Six Flags over Texas, near where I live. I'll ride all those rides over and over again. But because I don't live in San Antonio or plan to go occasionally all the time, I didn't feel like watching it again later. Anyways, back to the first show. In the first show, we sat at the top seats where we guaranteed we weren't going to get wet because it was bright and early and I didn't feel like getting wet in the morning. And, you know, I genuinely enjoyed the show. It was a good show. My sister, my brother, my parents, and my aunt, we all had a good time. It was fun. And then the day went on, we started doing all the other activities, saw a couple more of the shows, went on a bunch of the roller coasters, and at about 7-ish, I don't know what time it was, again, too lazy to check it out. That's when they decided, or they were like talking about going to the Shamu show again. But I was against it because I'm like, well, I already saw it. I know I'm going to be bored. Why are we going to watch it again? Especially so late when we're about to leave. But that's just how I am. I just didn't want to do it. And eventually I said, you know what, F it, why not? So we went over to the show, and this time we wanted to get a little bit closer. And I was hoping that the show is going to be at least somewhat the same. Of course, the little differences here and there. But I was expecting it to be almost the same. And I remembered that in the show in the morning, the specific seats that we were at, the ones you guys saw in the video, those didn't get splashed. It did not say splash zone. It did not say anything. They were just unmarked seats. And I remembered that those didn't get wet. That's a little bit of... that was my thought process back then. And so I said, you know what? I'm safe. Hopefully, maybe a splash here and there. A little like sprinkle because of the water. I should be fine. I had an LG. I think it was an Aristo. I don't remember. It was a cheap one. And I decided to pull it out, and I decided to start recording the video. And we got deep into the show. I recorded a couple videos. Ones where the sound went completely out, and some towards the beginning where the sound was good. And, well, in the middle of one of them, the video you guys saw where the damn thing decided to splash water on us, that was completely unexpected because, again, we weren't in the splash zone, and I thought the shows were going to be at least somewhat the same. Somewhat. But instead, that happened. And surprisingly, my phone survived, aside from whatever happened to the sound. Someone mentioned it in the comments what it was, nor did I really care. The reason I uploaded that was because I found it funny. I was like, haha, this happened to my phone. I gotta just upload it. I don't know. I've changed since those years. I don't think the same. I'm more wiser, if you will. But I uploaded it because I thought it was funny. Just thought it was something different from my usual stupid gameplays that I thought would one day be popular. Nah, never. But I uploaded it, and I just kind of edited it just a little bit here and there, the words. I was like, hey, I can do this. Let me just upload it for the fun because I found it funny. I still get a good laugh out of it every once in a while. I honestly did not expect it to get as many views as it did. That was just something stupid I did, and something dumb that happened to me, It was a fun time. Sure, I was mad over the fact that I got wet. I was a teenager. I was an even worse teenager. I still don't like getting wet, but you know what? If I have to, right? It's something dumb about me. I don't like the pool or the beach, but they are fun occasionally. But back then, man, I was trying to drop my phone. I was trying to save it. Eventually, I did. Thank Glob. Because we were going to go to Houston and stay there for a good while. I was not about to be without my phone. But yeah, that's essentially the backstory to that. And the reason I called it the Shamu curse is because I firmly believe that somehow that stupid orca whale heard me. Because I was saying things like, well, I don't want to get wet, because they were talking about going to the splash zone. But again, we chose different seats. I was like, I don't want to get wet. I really don't want to see the whale. I really don't feel like seeing the show. I was saying stuff like that constantly because I just didn't want to. Like I said, I didn't really find it that interesting. And so I firmly believe that the dang whale decided to hear me somehow, some way, and said, haha, screw you, you're getting wet. That's why I called it. I was like, wow, I got cursed. I got some magical spirit decided to curse me with that. Wow, okay. Oh man, that's why it's called that. It's not much of a... There was no context in that video. That was years ago. Not as long as I'm making it out to be, but to me it felt like a long time. But that's why I called it Shamu Curse, and that's just a little bit of the backstory. And in the video I mentioned how my brother was asleep and then we got splashed the first time and the dude woke up crying. It was funny, I'm not even gonna lie. He was dead asleep. That's why we were ready to leave, but we decided to sit there. That way my brother wouldn't get wet and stay asleep. It's another reason behind our seat choices. Splash, and he got wet, and he was crying. He was in a towel and everything, bro. It was funny. I won't even lie. I was dying of laughter. But I did end up enjoying myself because I didn't feel like, getting cursed again, but because I don't feel like going to SeaWorld for quite a good while, I think I'm safe from another incident like that. But yeah. And honestly, let me know if any of y'all are inclined to let me know in the comments if I should make another video like this. Because this is honestly a test video. Right now I'm just recording this audio file in my car. I'm just kind of just telling a story. I may not be the greatest storyteller because I tend to get distracted sometimes, but I just plan on telling a story and putting gameplay to it, Good old-fashioned 2016 Leafy, if you will. Just without all the bullying. I could do that too. I just don't want to. I prefer just to tell stories. Let me know what y'all think. Is that a good idea? Is that a bad idea? Or if it's going to be exactly how I picture it, there's going to be nothing but no comments or whatever. But you know what? If there is, let me know. I might restart my channel. Just put some dumb gameplay in the back of me sucking at games entirely while I just ramble on in my car. But yeah, I think that's the end of it. We fit 10 minutes. That was the backstory behind my most viewed video. Something cringe. But you know what? I just felt like I needed to provide a little bit of backstory. Should have done that a while ago, but yeah. Anyways, let me know down in the comments if y'all want me to do something like this again. Like, subscribe, all that, sell out, and stay sane.